Alright, what's up people of the world? It's me again, Alex Swimmer, aka AP3 Jump. Damn, this calls it really dries on my throat. And welcome to a new Loudest episode review. Today I'm reviewing the episode, The Spies Who Loved Me. Now let's get started, shall we? Another thing I want to say, I've been filming in this closet more often in these videos. For these episode reviews, I've just been sort of testing it out. Let me know what you think of this little format in the comment section below. It's a nice place to record, but it seems to dry out my throat like exponentially quick. And this is also my second take, but oh well, it's what I have to do sometimes. Now, what can I say about this episode? I mean, it was pretty great. I mean, there were so many great things to say. I mean, I'm not even sure where to begin, other than the fact that, you know, this episode gave us a little taste on what the Los Casagrandes TV series is going to be like. And you know, Ranian's a very strong character. She plays a very strong protagonist, and she's someone who can very much hold her own, doesn't take crap from anybody, is not, and she can very much take care of herself. But we've always known that, us viewers have. But in this episode, she needs to sort of prove that to her family, and that's the plot of this episode. That's what happens. And Hector and Rosa wind up being afraid of Ranian's well-being because all she wants to do is just explore the city, and that leads to them wanting to, you know, spy on her for her well-being, and just like the title suggests. And so yeah, that leads to a lot of interesting and funny and banters, but from the family members, because, you know, at one point they put a tracking device in Ranian's backpack. They send Carlota and Carl to do that, and then she at one point she discovers the tracking device, and she tosses it aside. And then a rat grabs it, and then that rat winds up going to this old abandoned, like, a warehouse or apartment complex or wherever it was. And then that's when the Casagrandes think that Ranian is in danger. So then they go to that building, and then they don't find her. But then Ranian finds them in the building. I forget exactly how. I think she just walked by, and then she might have heard their cries outside. Or no, I think it was from a video chat on her phone. I can't remember exactly how she found them, but she pretty much saved the day from the killer rats, which are very similar to the killer cats from Relative Chaos, now that I think about it. But afterwards, she saves them, and then her and her family come to an understanding that Ranian's family isn't going to be as cleanly all the time, and they're only going to check up on her every once in a while. And then they finally do a family hug, their first family hug, by the way. And yeah, so that's the episode. And what a great episode this is. And, you know, I'm glad the creators were able to, I'm glad to finally be talking about this family in full. Sorry I'm clearing my throat so damn much, but, you know, since this is the Casagrandes' first fully fledged dedicated episode, it's, you know, it's, the creative team are trying to see how this family resonates with audiences, and how the Los Casagrandes TV series is going to be. And I applaud the creative team for doing that. And, you know, and they've been doing that in the comics as well, but I'll talk about that later on my channel. You know, I'm looking forward to Los Casagrandes for lots of reasons. A, it stars Ranian, one of my favorite characters. It stars we have a new family, that her own family that's getting her own show. I'll get to see their personalities fleshed out, and there's even more world building in the show, because I love world building in the Loud House universe. And fun fact, it'll also be the very first Hispanic themed Nicktoon in a very long time, like since El Tigre, the first new one I'm saying, because Dora Explorer's been around like pretty much since it started. And you know, despite being a spinoff, I really do feel like it's going to feel like its own show, not just like it's not going to feel just like a clone of the Loud House, even though that's what the whole idea of the Casagrandes family was in the very beginning. But, this series is going to really flesh itself out into its own thing, and I'm looking forward to that. And, these episodes that star them, their episodes and their own stories in the comics right now already do that. So, that's very good for to have differentiation within the feel of how seeing, the different families are, the feeling, you know what I mean? Like you watch the Loud Family, and then you know that it feels like the Loud House. But when you see the Casagrandes, it feels like their upcoming show, the Casagrandes. So that's awesome. And Lincoln was a great supporting character in this episode too. He is in his own series too. Not only is he a great main character, but he's also a great supporting character, and he's going to be a great supporting character in the Los Casagrandes series. And it's been a long time since we've seen Lincoln and Ronnie Ann talk in an actual episode, and they're still doing their little video chatting, which that's always nice to see. And it's nice that they're still going to have a friendship. He'll be a great asset to Los Casagrandes, I am sure. Other random things, I loved seeing the character and interactions in this episode. And not only is this one of my favorite episodes in the series, and 9.5 out of 10. But also it's also one of the funniest damn episodes I've ever seen. Carl especially, he cracks me the hell up, I swear. He's one of my favorite Casagrande family members, actually, now that I think about it. Because of how much he makes me laugh. And that is the episode. Random fun facts. Ronnie Ann, the actor, Brianna Edie, she sounds much, much older in this episode, and she's probably going to stay the voice of Ronnie Ann. Unlike with the male what kid voice actors who always have to change because of, they change, puberty changes your voice and whatnot if you're male, in most cases. And also, of course, the title of the episode references the popular 1977 James Bond film, The Spy Who Loved Me. Very subtle difference within the original title. And it's been parodied a couple of times in other movies, too. The Austin Powers movie, The Spy Who Shagged Me, references that movie, and the newest movie, The Spy Who Dumped Me, starring Mila Kunis and whoever else is in that movie, parodies that as well. Alright, I am done with this review. Stay tuned for Misconnection. And if you like this episode, let me know what you thought in the comment section below. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to click the bell to be notified of future videos, and also don't forget to subscribe. And that is it. Alright, I'm going to have to... Excuse me, I'm so rude. Alright, I'm Alex Warmer, aka AP3Jump. Thank you so much for watching until the end. That's it for me, and I will see you soon. Goodbye. Oh, one more thing. Jordan Koch storyboarded this episode. He's one of my favorite storyboard artists. And, he did a great job setting up the scenery and everything like that. Yeah. 9.5 out of 10 for me. And I'm super looking forward to seeing more of the Casagrandes in the future, as well as the Los Casagrandes TV series. I am super excited for that. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye.